Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth. And today, I say today, I'm planning to post this as a bonus puzzle. So, in addition to the previous puzzle today, we're going to be featuring Lorena. Now, a couple of reasons why I wanted to actually get this puzzle out. So, no secret, I started solving it, and then I saw how incredibly different this puzzle was. So I stopped solving it and decided I'm going to feature it. But it's the kind of puzzle that I am absolutely certain will get featured on other channels. And you know that I can be, let's say, a little bit competitive. So I thought I'm going to just head upstairs. It is ridiculously early over here. Solve it, record it, and post it for you guys to enjoy. So the puzzle is basically kind of centered around the concept of Lorena, who is a wicked witch that somehow makes us forget numbers, which is kind of what you see in there. Lorena is the name of the constructor, so although I imagined kind of an old, hag of a witch, I don't think it was going to endear myself to the constructor by, representing Lorena as such in the thumbnail. So here is maybe an unusual witch there in the picture. What else am I going to say? Before I actually turn over and walk you through the rules, pay very special attention to the rules. So the one advantage I have around the fact that I've attempted it already is that I immediately made a mistake because I haven't read them carefully, and it's probably worthwhile just paying a little bit of attention to what I'm going to show you in a second. Last but not least, you've seen my performance when I end up having to resolve puzzles that I've literally just solved, so I'm not worried about the fact that I started this for a few minutes. Clearly my memory is competing with that of a goldfish, so I'm expecting very little recollection other than the fact that the rules are particularly special. Let's take a look at this bonus puzzle for today with Lorena. Bullseye by Lorena, pardon me, and the following set of rules. And there's a bit of a backstory, I'm going to walk you through it. The font size is quite small, so of course it's in the description down below and of course in the link. Oh no, the Wicked Witch Lorena has cursed you with forgetting all numbers. Cruel as she is, she has ensured that the only way for you to fully break the curse is to solve this Sudoku. Luckily, as the fog lifts in your mind, the numbers will gradually start to come back to you. Now, here is kind of some of the emphasis on the rule variants. Once a given digit appears in the grid for the first time, you may use it to fill in cells. If a digit hasn't yet made an appearance, you are not allowed to use it. Pencil marks are of course okay. And no guessing is required. So let's just pause here a second and just take in what everything was said there. Right now, I cannot reveal anything else in the grid except the digits 1 and 6. Now, my imagination is that as I plug in numbers, other digits are going to start to appear and I can actually start to use them, but I can't use them until I have actually seen them and essentially remember them in this fog. Placing a correct digit may or may not remove fog anywhere in the grid. You're going to find this is very sporadic reveals of digits. So, if I put let's say there's a 6 in here and I place it, it might not even reveal itself. It might actually reveal some random spot somewhere else in the grid. But I guess that's kind of the way memory works. You never really understand fully how it kind of all kind of unravels. Digits cannot repeat in any row, column, or mark 3x3 box. So kind of almost standard Sudoku rules. Place the digits. No, I'm going to be careful how I phrase this. There is 9 digits in this row, and I cannot repeat any of them. There are 9 digits in this column, presumably the same one, and I cannot repeat them. And there are 9 digits in this 3x3 box. Digits cannot repeat. Can't make the assumption that it's the digits 1 to 9. Ooh, okay. Where am I going next? Pardon me. Digits cannot repeat. Cells separated by a white dot. Crop key dot must contain consecutive digits. Cells separated by a black crop key dot must contain digits in a 1-to-2 ratio, i.e. one digit is double the other. So somewhere in this grid, you're going to find some dots. Maybe that's less visible. Obviously, this is an X, but some of them are going to be black. Some of them are going to be white. If this happens to be 2, this would be 1 or 3, so it's consecutive. If this happens to be 2, this will be 1 or 4, so that is in a 2-to-1 ratio. Lines do not branch or intersect, though lines of different types may share an endpoint. So essentially this green German whisper line will not intersect with another line of some other description. However, the same cell, the endpoint, could potentially be shared with other lines. What are the lines? We've got grey palindromes, we've got German whisper lines. And note, yes, you remember the concept of numbers. You're still not allowed to use them until you see them in the grid. Nice try, though. Fantastic. That's where I made a mistake, by the way. I used a number that wasn't yet revealed to me, and I realized I was onto a special puzzle, hence the early morning recording for a bonus one. Grey palindromes, I mean German whisper lines, essentially this digit would have to be 5 or more away. I'm not going to say much more than that. This digit would have to be 5 or more away from whatever is in here. Again, not going to say more than that. This is all going to be kind of a bit too revealing. This line could have been a palindrome, which means that it needs to read the same forwards and backwards. And if you imagine that this is 3 cells, essentially these 2 cells would have to be 6 because it needs to be the same forwards and backwards. Right, that's all the rules for today. We have plenty of rules and quite a twist on them. So as always, if you want to play along, link will be in the description down below for you to do so. And with that lengthy introduction out the way, let's get started. 6 can only be a 1. Now I'm allowed to use 1, 6, 3, and 9. This can only be an 8 on this German whisper line. This is where I made my mistake. I pressed 8 and nothing happened. That's because I'm not yet able to use 8. And that's what I thought, right, we're definitely taking the time to enjoy this. Obviously, German whisper line 3 can only be next to 8 or 9. 9 is already in the box. This can only be 8. This would be 7 or 9. 9 in here would be, what is it, sorry. It's a low digit, so it's 1, 2, or 4. It can include 4. Don't know where this German whisper line is going. This 9, yeah, this gray palindrome is clearly heading down here, diagonally, and then onto this cell. So this is definitely 9. And you can see the random kind of reveals that we're going to have to deal with. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. These 2 cells are the same, whatever they are. But I don't know if I want to pencil mark this. The crop dot here is 2, 4, 8. Can't be 3, 6, and it doesn't include 1. So this is 2, 4, 8 with a definite 4. This is a high digit that is not 9. No, I can't say it's not 8. Can't be 6 because it required a double 1. So this is 7 or 8. This is a low digit that is not 1 or 3. It is 2 or 4. So I end up with a 2, 4, 8 triple. This cell has to be now 7. Notice I'm still not placing big digits. Yeah, 2, 4, 8. So that's 7, 8. And it couldn't be 6 because of the double 1. And it can't be 9. Yep. So that's 7. Therefore, this is 9. I can actually place this digit, which reveals the 7. And I can now place the 7. Okay. 3 cells that I know what they are. 3, 5, 6. That is not 3. 5 and 6. This is a low digit that is not 1. Presumably, it can't be 4 next to an 8. So this is 2 or 3. Then it's a high digit that can't be 6 next to a 2 or 9. So that's 7 or 8. It's another 8 because we've got 7 in the column. Still can't use 8s. Palindrome, sleuth, 3, 3. Then this is 8 or 9. 5 is now revealed. That's 5, according to Sudoku. 8 is now revealed. These are revealed. Wasn't very helpful. 2, 4, 2, 4, 8. Oh, can't be 4. I said the 4 has to be in here to join the 2 or the 8. So this is 2, which I can't use. And this is 4, 8. And I can't use. Well, unless I know which one is the 8. And then I've got 3, 6. Yeah, not too sure what's next. High digit, low digit, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 5. 5, of course. And then this is 4 or 6. 6 is highly likely given kind of Sudoku saying 6 is in this side, but not 5, 6. This is 2, which again I can't use because of the 1. Sorry, German whisper line, 1 or 2, it's not 1, it's 2. This means that can't be 6, it's too high. Sorry, as in it's too close to the 2. What am I trying to place in here? A high digit that is not 8 or 9. And it can't be 6. Yeah, so it is 7. Right? 4 in here gives me 6. I can use 6. These 2 cells, or these 3 cells, they are 1, 2, and 4. 4 can't be here or there. This is 4. Palindrome is 4. This is now 2. Therefore, this is... Actually, I can just place 1. 1 is now down these 2 cells. This is clearly not 4 because it is 4. Let me just complete this because it will help me with this palindrome. So what is in here? There's another 1, 2. And then another 8. Well, this is 8. And therefore this is 1, 2. And therefore this is 1, 2. It's not 2. It's 1. In fact, that 2 gave me 3. And therefore this is also 1. And therefore this is 2. And I can reveal these cells. And then I have 5, 7. 2, 3, 9. Not 2, not 3. Can't do more than that right now. So I have 8, 9, and 6. This is 8, 9. This is 6. This is a low digit that is not 1 or 4. It's 2 or 3. This is a high digit that is not 6 or 7. This is 8 or 9. This is a low digit that is not 3 or 4. It is 1 or 2. You know, I'm going to admit, I'm kind of making the assumption. Actually, that 8 gave me a 9, which gave me a 2. I can't use 2, sorry. I'm making the assumption that it's 2, but so far it hasn't been proved. We actually haven't seen it anywhere. 5, 6 pair. That 6 is on the palindrome. That is 6. Therefore, this is 5. This is 6. Very disconcerting when you actually plug in a number and it doesn't reveal itself. You're like, I made a mistake, but I don't think so. Not 2. So I have another 3, 8, 9 and a 4 somewhere. Sorry, misclicked outside the window. There we go, back. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on now. Not 3, not 1, 2 or 4. Have I not revealed? Oh yeah, 3 gave me 6, 3. Still not revealed these. This is quite like a disruptive German. In fact, this is a high digit that is not 6 or 8. So this is 7 or 9. Then I have another 7 or 9 on these 2 cells. This is a German whisper set, which includes a low digit. And in fact, you can see that it's actually connecting barely through the fog all the way through here. So in a way, I can actually force the polarity, low, high, and then low. I'm not going to. All I know is that there's another 7, 9 in here with another low digit. So no more, essentially, high digits in here, in this box. Maybe this palindrome, it's not 1, it's not 3, it could be 2, 4, or 5. And again, because this can't be 6, 7, 8, or 9, it can't go beyond that. 9, of course, gave me an 8 if I had paid attention. So there's another 2, 3, 9, and a 7 in one of these 2 cells. Okay, maybe 1. 1 is in one of 2 cells, not very useful. I mean, it's off this German whisper pair. Yeah, this German whisper pair is actually quite restricted. 6, 8, and 9 in here means if this is high, this is 7. And because I can't have 1, it would have to be 2. Now, if this is low, it's not 1 or 3, so it's 2 or 4. And then the high digit in here is not 7 or 9, so it'd be 6 or 8. And it can't be 6 because that's not 1. It could be 8, and then therefore this can't be 4. So this is actually, there's a definite 2 in here with 2, 7 or 2, 8. Gives me a 2, 4, 8 triple, which is quite useful. And then a 3, 6 pair to complete the row. And this 6 says this is 3, this is 6. That 3 reveals the mystery 2. Gives me a 1 in here. That is not a 2. This is not a 2. So essentially I have another 2, 7, another 4, 5. And remember, the 2 is in one of these two cells. So essentially it's like 4, 5, 7. And therefore the only place for 2 in the row is in here. So that's got to be the 2. This is the 8. And there is a 7 in one of these two cells. Notice how the 7s in box 1 and box 4 are lining up in columns 1 and 2. So that's not the 7, that is the 7. Hasn't revealed anything. But I don't know if that's meaningful or not. I don't know. I'm going to assume I haven't made a mistake and keep going. And then I'll come back with a regret later if that wasn't the case. And yeah, the 7 would then force a 2 in here. I mean, since this can't be a 9 and the German whisper line, I mean, I really don't want to use kind of those peaks for now. So I'm going to avoid it, but if I have to, I will. At the moment, I feel like I should have some fairly obvious Sudoku, like 8 is in here. Has that literally done nothing again? Yeah, it's done nothing. So I'm sticking to it. This is 7. 2, 4, 5. 2 can't be in any of these cells, so this is the 2. And then in here is another 4, 5 with 6 or 7. 4 and 5, not here, so this is 6 or 7. And this is 4, 5, 6, and this is 4, 5, 7. Not hugely helpful, to be fair. I could have 5, 6, 7, and this could still be 4. In fact, 8. Why did I not use that 8? I don't know. 4, 8. And it's just revealing random cells over here. I'm not getting this. So 4, 3, 8, 9, but not 3 or 8. So this is 4 or 9. 1 is not here. That's 1. So another 4, 5, and a 9. Not hugely helpful. It's 4, 5, 9 triple. Okay. 3, 4, 8, 9. No real reveals, huh? Okay. Maybe I should stop just randomly pencil marking things all over the grid and just have a think around maybe some Sudoku that I'm missing. So this is 6, 7. So I have another 2 more 4, 5, 6s and that mysterious 2. And this looks like a 5. Essentially, it's not 4, 6, 2. What was I trying to say? I have another 4, 5, 6 and a 2. And this is not 4, 6, or 2. So therefore, this is 5. This is 7. If I can type. This is 5. This is 9. Neither of these are now 9s. That is a 9. Therefore, this is a 4, 5, not 4. Of course, they're all different. And then 7 with 3, 8, 9. Well, 3, 9. Okay, 5, of course, helps. That's 4. And that palindrome, which I ignored. No 5s. Yeah, nothing to resolve it, is there? 6, 7, 4, 6, 4, 7. Not for now. That 7, I mean, that kind of German whisper line is fully revealed now. This is clearly 1 or 2. It's not 1. That's the mysterious 2. This is the high digit. It can only be a 7, which gives me a 6 over here, a 7 over there, a 4 over here, a 6 over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 8, 9, 3, 9, 3, 7. Okay. Another 2 in here. This is a known cell. It's 1, clearly 2, or 0. Sorry, staring at the grid. 4, 7. Come on, last one. It's 3. And it was 0. And Bullseye. Yeah, I'm delighted to be kind of solving this and featuring it. That is phenomenal construction, Lorena. Really ingenious for sure. But it also means that the fact that it was 0 rather than 2, I'm actually wondering if some of my deductions were correct. For example, this 7 could have been a 6. And I assumed it was 7 rather than 6 because I made an assumption it was 2 rather than 0. I wonder if you actually knew that it was 0 rather than 2, if you would have still been able to solve the puzzle, and kind of Lorena banked on the fact that we're all making this natural mistake. Fantastic puzzle. Right, hope you guys enjoyed the extra, well, the bonus, and let me know how you found it in the comment. This was fantastic for me. And I'll see you back soon. Bye-bye for now.